Access, IFL TV, MTK Global. We're in the Ingle gym here. I don't know what's going on behind me, but
yeah.
I'm joined by KELL BROOK, a special one.
Yeah, it's alright.
Oh yeah.
Nice to be here.
Yeah.
Seeing you, pretty face cook.
Absolutely. Doing a bit of cardio here.
Bit of cardio. Baby steps.
Baby steps, indeed. Also joined here by the one and only Greg Marriott.
The nutritionist.
To the stars.
Correct.
Absolutely. We'll come on to that in a second.
Good, good.
How's life?
Good.
Yeah?
Good.
Are you happy?
I'm happy. I'm in the gym. This is where I need to be. Where I belong.
Where you
I need
belong.
to come back and show these fans what I've got. Plenty more left in me.
Have you had a longer period out of the ring?
I've been out a while, haven't I? Been out a while.
It seems like you have. I mean, it's only been, what, you fought in May? So
End of May.
End of May. So it's been, what, 6 months?
Yeah. But I've had a nice layoff. I'm ready to get back in.
How's the eyes?
Very good. Terminator.
Yeah?
I'm back now. Everything's gone back. So I'm ready to get back in.
Obviously there was a, well, just listening to what Eddie Hearn's been saying over the last couple of months, Kel, he said there was a possibility of you fighting towards the end of this year. Obviously that's not the case anymore. It will be at the sort of maybe the first 3 months of next year. But yeah, was there a plan for you to possibly return in December?
There was, but I weren't ready at that particular time to get me head down and get into training. And I'm ready now. Like I said, I'm not going to be fighting end of the year. I'll be fighting the first 3 months of next year, and I'll be. We don't know what weight, because my nutrition is here now. Can have a little chat with him in a bit about going back down to welterweight, or we're going to go up to 154. It's a new chapter now in my career, so it's going to be good.
But I mean, all the talk was after your last fight that you kind of would move up to light middle. So, but you're saying you're undecided on whether you will still be a welter or a light middle.
Well, there were things what happened in that last camp, but I got beat. I don't want to go into what happened or what didn't happen in training camp. I know we're enough time that I could make welterweight again, but we're just going to have to see what's on the table, see what road we're taking, and we'll decide then.
Have you actually watched the Errol Spence fight back?
No.
Really? You haven't?
I've not watched it back now.
Any reason for that, or you just...
You just don't get excited about watching fights you've not won, do you? It's hard for me to swallow, you know, losing my world title, you know, in Sheffield at Bramall Lane. It was hard to swallow, but I'm over this. I'm ready to move on.
I mean, yeah, it was 6 months ago, but you haven't had a fight since, so you kind of have to have that process to really clear it out of your head.
Yeah, I've needed the time. But I need boxing again. I need it. You know, this is when I'm at my happiest, when I'm training with lads, sweating away, training, getting fit, getting fighting fit. They're my happiest time. So we're back in. We've got plenty much more to come.
Kel, how did you take to the little bit of criticism you got over that fight from people?
It's hard. They don't know what I was going through in the fight. It weren't like a cut. I've had cuts, I've had bad injuries in fights, and I'd fight on, brought me nose, I couldn't breathe against Carson Jones. I went the distance. But when you can't see, when you've got double vision, and you can't. It's not like you can see with one eye. But when you're both-eyed, because how the injury happened, there's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. So it's been hard. I've seen all the things, you know, with nicotine patch, Kell quits and all this. you know, I've got to smile to myself because unless it's you what's in there, you can't really explain to people what it's like.
Is that the same for people that have, for boxers, if they have an opinion about that, or do boxers have a right to have their opinion about that if they've been in the ring before? How do you look at that?
Even other boxers that, you know, I've not heard many say anything, but until they've had that injury, particular injury what I had, you know, could have big gashes over my eyes, big lumps, and it's completely different to the injury we had.
New member of the team, newish member of the team.
Yeah, Billy boy.
Billy boy.
Billy boy.
Absolutely.
We're all ready to go to Canada. Get behind our Billy boy. Let him box his kid's head off.
You going out to Canada yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
Billy Joe, Greg Marriott.
This is Greg. What you asked for an interview earlier on.
How are you,
The
Greg?
man's here.
I'm good. I'm very, very good.
I was saying nutritionist to the stars now, isn't he? Well, isn't he?
This is just-
Who's on your
this
roster
is
at the minute?
Just the start.
Who's on your roster? Tell us. Who's on the list?
No. Let me ask you a question.
Go on.
You name a couple on the list.
Well, obviously Billy Joe,
Yeah.
Kel.
Yep.
From this gym, Kid Galahad,
Yep.
Atif Shafiq,
Yep.
Danny Cassius Connor.
Yep.
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 Turbo.
Terry Flanagan.
Terry Flanagan.
Luke Campbell.
Quite a list then.
Yeah, not a lot of people know I did his Luke Campbell's diet for his last fight, to be fair. I said to him, I says, let's just keep it, you know, I didn't want anything, oh God, he's on this new diet and if he didn't win, I just said, let's keep it quiet and see what you do. And it's good because the amount of good feedback that he got saying, you know, you can't really look like a man now, man's body was stronger, and he felt amazing. So, but that's the first time he's ever done it. Right, so good things to come. I believe he could have won that fight. It were like, you know what I mean, a lot of criticism saying, oh, he'll never win Linares, but I believe that if he didn't go down, and when he said he went down, he said he just didn't even hurt him, got straight back up. That's the difference. When the weight right or wrong, go down, you can stay down, or you're getting up and you're all over, sure. It is. It is.
Definitely an interesting insight, especially when we hear you talk about. I've spoke to you before, but never really gone into sort of detail and depth about, you know, the process of what you get these guys into.
I think it's Coogan. It's easy. It's easy to just say, oh, do this diet, do that diet. It's very easy, and you can just roll off a diet and stick to that for 3 months. I'd say 80%. Obviously, you got to know what you're doing, but it's a mindset for these guys. I know our Celtics and our Billy ticks, and I don't know if that's just something that you can learn or something that's just inbuilt into me, like a chameleon. That might sound a bit strange, but I just know people's needs. So it's all right saying, oh, you got to eat this. He might not respond off that. And it's all about understanding how his body works with his nutrition. Not just, well, that worked for Terry Flanagan, you know, and he's saying weight, so it's not. Everybody's different, and everyone's different. You've got to make people tick. You've got to keep an happy mind in camp for these boxers. You can't just be like, oh, well, you know, we'll just have that because that's what this book said, you know, or you know, that's good, that's a superfood. Eat that. It's not about that. And you're gonna learn people's bodies. You've got to learn people's bodies, and that's what I do.
Come and stand closer here, so just get Kel in the shot as well. So, I mean, one of the topics in boxing, especially here over the last sort of couple of years, has been Kel's weight, and a lot of people are saying while he has been at 147 that he should move up. Eddie Hearns, you know, always said that it was always a possibility of him doing that, but he's saying now that he doesn't know for his next fight whether he'll be at 147 or 154.
Listen, Kel, like I said, Kel's been out for a while. To be fair, when you're on that train of winning, you know, Sean Porter, Frank Gavin, Jojo Dan, all these people, it's hard to, like I say, it's hard for Kel to get up for them camps. No disrespect, but his level's above them kids. Do you know what I mean? You know, your Frank Gavins and Jojo Dans. That's what we're in front of him. They're his mandatories. He has to take them fights. Now, you see with a lot of boxers, it's hard for him to get up for them fights. And we don't cut no corners. We'll do a camp if it was at world title, and if you're fighting someone like that, Jojo Dan, the training's exactly the same, the diet's the same. You still got to get a 10-7, and it's exactly the same. So he's doing the same training but fighting lesser kids. So it takes a toll. So he's fighting. Had Golovkin fight, yeah, his eye went, and you're gonna get haters. There's not only one boxer that everybody loves. You're always gonna get these haters. And when he lost against Golovkin, yeah, people probably weren't expecting him to win. When his eye went and went to hospital, he was sniffing up and his eye had gone. You couldn't even see any iris, nothing. It was just all white. So, you know, people don't understand, but you can't start telling people because you're not going to win. You're not going to win a war of words on Twitter. It's just like, it's ridiculous. So then, obviously, he got his chance, come back down and fight welterweight. And it's an hard one because when you've got kids like Errol Spence, who are mandatory, I believe,
yeah,
he's coming for it. You can't say no. Kell needed time out. You know, boxers need that time out. Do you know what I mean? Kell does, as Kell does. He needs that time out to relax. He probably needed, 4 or 5 months. He's probably Kell's really good, probably fighting twice a year. Throwing him in. It takes apart from somebody. You know, your mindset's got to be right. So for me, that fight, he had to fight, and it's not just like, well, end it. Well, we'll just do this and we'll just do that. He's not ready. No, he's got to. It's not about that. He had to fight, and his other eye went, and he knows what happened in that last fight with Golovkin. And in 6th round, I knew he sat in corner, and he almost looked across him. My eyes gone. I was thinking, here we go again. So did have demons from Golovkin, and we can go about it all night, but he needed that time out. So people are saying, where's Kell? Oh, he's finished now. It's not about being finished. It's about getting your head straight. And you've got Tyson Fury talking about depression. There's nobody on planet Earth, I'm telling you now, no one on planet Earth who's not been through, I'm not saying depression or being a bit down or in that dark place. I've been in many a dark place in my time, but don't talk about them. You try and just get on with yourself, and sometimes you are stuck there, and that's why Kell needed 6 months out. You can take a water you can take a nose to water, but you can't make it drink, Coogan. And that's the same thing. You're dragging someone into the gym, but at what cost? I know I'm going on, but
that's all right.
It's just something that I know Kell feels strong about.
Greg, in your opinion, if it was down to you, what weight would he be fighting at next in his next fight? Would you keep him at?
No, realistic. 11 stone would be good. It'd be good, realistically. 11 stone, getting back in, and it needs that fight. It needs the easiest fight possible to get back in that ring. For Kell, he can fight anyone at 11 stone, anybody, and he's good at that weight. Then after that, I'd say probably 10-7, unless Amir Khan comes in. But then is that will not be a catch weight? I've no idea. He's going to want it as low as possible. But we can do it. we can get there. We really can get there. But it's Kell's mind. Is he ready? He's in gym. No one's dragged him in gym. No one's telling him he needs to be in gym. He's done it off his own back. So it's a good start.
What defeat has been more difficult for you to take from the Golovkin and the Spence fight?
What's that, sorry?
What fight out of the Golovkin and the Spence fight has been more difficult for you to deal with?
It's hard to say. It's the Golovkin fight, the first loss, and how it happened. It did me head in, and having hard camp, it's going to be hard for a fighter. But when you're tight at weight and you've got to push yourself, and there's not a lot of food and you're not a lot of energy for the output, it takes its toll on training camps. And got ill a few times in camps, and certain things didn't come together. But like I said, I don't make any excuses. I've had my time off, time out. I feel fresh. I feel like a young kid ready to put myself back through the mill and push myself on training camp.
Has there been any point between May and now where you've kind of maybe fell out of love with boxing, or no?
It's been bad. It's been bad. I've questioned myself, but I'm always at my happiest, and when I'm in the gym training, healthy body, healthy mind. I always say, and I've not been doing nothing for the last 5 or 6 months. I've had a lot of time on my hands, and like I said, I'm at my best when I'm in the gym, and I've got a routine, and I'm training for a fight, and I'm talking positive, and I'm training hard, and drinking plenty of water, and just being a better human being.
What was the situation with Cotto? We know he's fighting Saddam Ali on the 2nd of December, but was that a possibility that you
Yeah, they were
may have taken that fight?
talks. Eddie had them on, but then things broke down, and he ended up fighting the guy he's fighting now. So it didn't end up happening. I would have loved to have shared the ring with a fight like Miguel Cotto, a warrior, well known, a great fighter. Very, very, very good fight.
What's that mean?
Hello?
You alright?
Who have we been interviewing? The
We've been
nutritionist.
talking to Greg, yeah. Talking to Greg. If you want to
What's it been
get
saying
Billy
to
in,
you?
and yeah, we'll have
Billy
a look.
Joe!
No, so
Billy boy!
So we've had Billy.
He
Huh?
hasn't really said anything.
Where is he?
Right then.
Billy boy!
So
The
yeah,
main man, Greg,
we're all
yeah.
here. We've got characters from this.
It's all about secret, Cool. I keep banging on about it, but it's all about a secret. I had a conversation with someone today, and they said, you know what?
Law of attraction.
Honestly, they said to me, you know what, the secret that you keep banging on about? I says, yeah, because I had it in cards. I said, what's this rubbish? I said, that's negative to start with. And he says, what's it all about? I said, listen. He said, oh, it's all good. Secret's all like, oh, it's a secret when it's going good. But what about when it's going bad? Is that not the secret? I said, no, that's a secret. When things are going bad, you've attracted them too.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Have you told them?
You plant an apple seed, what are you going to get? What are you going to get, Cool?
The banana.
You're going to get in some cases, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get an apple tree.
Or you can get
Planting
a
an
pear
apple
tree.
seed and trying to expect an orange tree, and that's what people are negative and trying to get positive things. Not going to happen.
Greg, just tell them.
gonna happen,
Just tell
Cool.
them your wife you've attracted. Tell them about her. She's a 10 out of 10, and he's attracted to
Trying
that.
to hold that down, weren't we?
Trying to hold it down. She got married.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, he's punching. Cool, but let me tell you, he's definitely punching. She's a straight 11,
Listen,
Yeah.
and he's a
Telling
solid
you.
6.5.
Good, good luck to you, Greg.
it's all about the law of
Plenty of
attraction.
chat.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm
Packing
about.
as well
Cool.
down there.
That's what I'm about, Cool.
Wait, get Billy Joe. I want Billy
Billy
Joe
Joe!
on this as well. Come
Yeah.
here.
Come
I
on,
want to catch called me.
Huh?
I'm done for now.
Before you go, I've got no.
I
Just
bet
what,
Eddie's might be coming up very soon.
Eddie's coming up soon.
So,
Oh, listen, before you do go,
Billy Joe.
Yeah.
I do need to ask your opinion, obviously, about what your thoughts about your old friend Amir Khan going into the jungle. We saw it yesterday.
Do you want to ride out to I want you to.
Billy Joe.
I want you to come in here now. I want you to have these lyrics. I want you to tell these people now.
I thought we got a new name for him, haven't we? He's not Amir Khan anymore, is he? What's his new name?
What's his new name?
Tell him. Tell
What's
him.
his new name?
Balls.
No.
What?
It's Amir Khan.
He can't. Come on, he's flown to other end of the world to get away from me. I'm just phoning him up, voting for him to be eating them kangaroo testicles. That's what all he's going to be eating now over there.
So, did you watch last night's episode?
I have not. No, I've not. But I'm gonna catch up with it. I'm gonna catch up with it and see what it's all about. But we keep talking about it, don't we? I'm here.
We've been talking about it for 4 or 5 years, maybe longer.
And the rest. And the rest.
That's what I mean. You know, like. Oh shit.
That was a low blow, that.
Nice.
He said something about Greg's missus there. That was a
fuck
low blow. Oi,
Aye.
that was a low blow, that. I heard it. That was a low blow, that.
Ah, God.
Here he goes again.
Billy, tell him.
Billy Joe, be honest. Who's a better
What?
cook, Greg or Dominic?
I'm not getting. Listen, my man Greg does his job.
Let me just tell you something. There was
I'm
a
not a
kid
chef, I'm a
here.
nutritionist.
Let me tell you
Wait,
something
can I
about.
just
No,
say-
no. Let me tell you one little thing. Tell him about that kid who come to the gym. That Cassius. What's his name? Connor Cassius. He come here with a
Oh,
lump.
so you know that,
He
John.
got him in great shape. Tell him how you got him in shape. Tell him.
Come on, Billy. Talk to
Now,
Bill.
no,
Talk to Bill.
Listen,
Talk to
no,
Bill.
listen. How much did Danny lose? Truth.
14 stone.
I can't discuss that information, I'm afraid.
But hey, let me tell you. Our Greg got him in great shape. Proper.
He's fighting. Matter of fact, he's fighting next week.
Yeah.
All right, I think
You
we're at
can
that
get-
fight,
hey,
aren't we, with
look
Connor?
up.
Danny Connor?
Aye,
Yeah.
aye.
Yeah.
Them kangaroo testicles, yeah, on Al-Hal.
Halal.
Al-Hal.
He's Arabic. He's fluent in Arabic now.
Aye, go on.
Hello. I love
Are
it.
you gonna?
Done.
Right,
He said he's a stone over. Are you a stone over? I said you were half a stone over.
we just
I'm
like
2 stone over.
we just like.
You're not two. I can see you're not 2 stone
2.5.
over. I said half a stone. You said a stone.
Real true professionals never disclose weight.
All right. I'm only just going
To the
from our
public.
interview earlier on. That's all right.
Well, let's just say I'm 3 stone over. We'll keep it level.
Well, with the fight, we're 3 weeks away. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's not a week.
It's nothing. It's only.
That's normal for me.
It's not a week, isn't it? It's nothing.
This guy can do magic tricks.
Okay, fair enough.
Tell you now.
All right. Well,
Can make
listen,
things-
I'm just taking it for face value what you're saying to me.
He's gonna put, you know, Coogan, you know, he's gonna put him on the chainsaw diet.
Yeah.
Tell about the chainsaw diet.
Just take a leg off.
Yeah. We get the chainsaw out, pull him out, and fucking cut it off. That's what we do. Oh, sorry.
But yeah, this relationship going well. You two.
Hey, don't you know we've got Heavy D coming next week as well, Coogan?
Good
I
luck.
tell you that.
Good
Oh,
luck.
no, do you know what? He's fine Heavy D, isn't he?
Not next week, he's not.
No, but Heavy D's Dominic's training Heavy D.
Well, listen.
You're getting on his
Listen,
diet.
I got an idea. Yeah, like you want to fight every day, and he's obviously got to go on a diet. You got to go on a diet. So would you be happy for Greg Marriott to sort your diet out if you was both fighting each other?
Yes.
He will
Every
keep-
day, I know. Listen, he's on my Twitter and that. I know that he'd be happy for Greg, so that's fair. So that's neutral. A neutral man will sort both your diets out.
Alright.
Would you be happy to work for both of them?
All right.
The task is on. I think it's
Zero
just
to
cool to
hero.
wait and say, yeah, I've not heard nothing back.
Do you know when
No,
you get
listen, we're
But he's
just
a professional.
the
And
teams
he's
are
got-
the
he's got
teams
a
are
team,
talking. I'm
it's
leaving the team to
thing.
talk.
Boxers don't do the dirty work, do they? It's all about the team.
I'm leaving my team to sort it
Let me
out.
just tell you something. You know when you get Coogan in shape,
Listen.
no one's gonna see him. He's gonna be all over the world, banging left, right, and centre.
No, absolutely
I'm
not.
telling
And
you
again,
now.
language.
Absolutely
Listen,
not.
Cool, I've got to go. Got to take my son
I'm
climbing.
telling you now.
Right,
so-
Greg. Thank you very much.
Where you going climbing?
He's an animal. Here.
Is there anything else you want to add before you go?
Nothing much. Nothing much. It's cool. I'm telling you, get people reading The Secret. The easiest thing to read, hardest thing to do. And you're in the game
Ronda,
already.
Ronda.
I can tell. Correct.
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 I already know.
It's my life.
All right. Thank you very much,
All right.
Greg.
See you later. Bill.
Shalom, mate.
See you later, mate.
You finished training now?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
We'll go slow.
And then there were two.
Who's better looking, be honest, me or him? If you had to, if you were a bird and you had to do me or him, who would you do? Be honest, just tell me the truth. It's him in it because he's white. You like white people, don't you? You like white girls. No, you do.
Anyway. Where are you going with that anyway?
Just saying you do, don't you?
Yeah, no,
Tell.
racist.
I'm
Huh?
definitely not a racist.
No, you're not racist. You're saying you like you prefer to have white females, don't you?
I prefer to what?
Have a white girlfriend.
And,
you're not
and
fussed?
no. And the worst of all, he's got white headphones.
Or don't you mind?
White beaks.
Listen, you can't choose who you fall in love with, isn't that right, Billy Joe?
Love is pure.
It is, isn't it?
No purer than love.
Absolutely.
You can be a sucker for love over and over.
Do you know what? I just want to point out we did an interview today, which I'm going to put out, which would already be out by the time this new said about Hay Bellew being. You didn't think the fight was going to happen. It's now been confirmed. So people watched that interview. That was done before the confirmation, but that
We
fight
were
is.
talking about an hour ago, weren't we?
Yep. So that interview is already out, but people wondering why.
Is it definitely he's off?
It's
yeah?
off.
It's
Yeah. Press releases the lot off.
How come he done his ankle?
Bicep injury.
Bicep? Fucking hell, how can a guy get so many injuries? He definitely do something wrong then, innit? But he's not resting enough.
Keep partying all the time, keep getting that little slipping. Tony Bellew would have slaughtered him anyway.
Well, hopefully the fight will happen, but scheduled maybe for March or May next year. So we'll see.
You know what I found really weird? He was in camp. I follow him on Instagram and he's in camp. And the weekend come. So what did he go and do? Fly out to IB for the weekend. How can you be in camp flying out to IB for the weekend and flying back? You know, that's not being in camp, is it? That's what I thought. I thought that's a bit weird, isn't it?
Do you think David Hayes a penis?
I don't mind David Hay. I prefer Tony Bellew, but you know, he's a bit funny himself, isn't he?
Tony Bellew's the man, isn't he?
All right. Have you got anything else you want to add?
Fury just called out Tony Bellew.
Yeah, he did, absolutely.
Has
Yeah, just put a video out saying he'll fight him in May or May the 5th. He said May the 5th at the O2 I'll fight Tony Bellew.
I know, but there's levels in there. I don't. Tyson Fury's a dangerous bastard. If I was there everywhere, I would want to fight Tyson Fury.
Levels to this shit, as I say.
All right, well, listen, boys, thank you very much for talking to iFull TV. Thank you for all
Thank
your
you
time
very
today,
much.
and best of luck in the rest of your camp.
Choose mistake.